Hello, and in this video I'm going to take a look at the brand new Heikin Ashi red-green template in EdgeRater. So let's take a look. The Heikin Ashi red-green template is part of the July 2018 template release. So if you don't have a green box in your downloaded templates and it should say 2018.7, you need to just click on Get Latest Templates to download all of the templates up that are currently present. Once you have that, you can find this new template in the Hot Topics category. And it should be at the bottom of the list. You can drag it to the top if you prefer. I've put a little check mark by mine, or highlighted it with the star here so that it appears in my favorites category to make it easy to find. And I've dragged it to the top of my favorites category, so it's very handy for running as something I'm doing every day now. So Heikin Ashi red green, let's take a look. Heikin Ashi is a candlestick technique which basically gives you the average candle. In fact, Japanese Heikin in Japanese means average, and Ashi has several meanings, but it can mean stick, so the average stick essentially. And if you compare Heikin Ashi charts to regular candle charts, you'll find that it's easier to see trends because you don't get so many whipsaws as you do with regular candlesticks. So let me just run the template and I'll explain how to use it. So I just hit the run button and we now have our template report. So this is showing me the colors of the previous bars of Heikin Ashi. So by default, the report is sorted such that at the top of the list you're going to have a green with 9 red bars prior to that green bar. So let's take a look at what that looks like on a chart. So I'll bring up my chart and just put it onto the screen. This is a regular candlestick chart, but one of the new features in EdgeRater is the ability to look at Heikin Ashi charts. And as I switch between candlestick charting and Heikin Ashi charts, you can see that it really smooths out some of the action and you don't get lots of red-green alternating. It tends to stick with a color as a trend develops. And so that's one of the cool features that you can take advantage of. And particularly with this template, which picks out the color of the current bar and also tells you the color of the prior 9 bars. And in this case, it's telling me this is the only stock in the list that I'm using that has a green bar, has just shown up, and the prior bars were red. The prior 9 bars were red. So that's an interesting data point. It's something that has been in a somewhat of a trend down over 9 bars and potentially is changing direction, but it's just a way of highlighting these things. Now, that's the default sort, is a green with 9 reds. If I do the other sort, I can click on here and I can bring to the top of the list red with 9 greens. So let's take a look at how they appear. So here's a chart that is just starting to show red after having a period of 9 greens. And if I just put this over on the right hand side and I'll put this over on the left hand side, we can now just scroll down through this list to see what these look like. So we have a red after 9 greens, and this one has been in a down slope, somewhat of a recovery, but it's an indication that change may be occurring here. Also with Coca-Cola, we have these period of 9 greens, and then we're starting to get into some reds. Now, of course, these are not predicting what's going to happen, but it's more of a heads up that something might be changing. And if you're trading with trend continuation type strategies or trend reversal strategies, this is a great way of finding stocks that you can potentially trade. So this is the kind of thing that it would show you with these default sorts. One of the other things you can do is you don't have to use the default way of sorting. So what I can show here is, say I'm now interested in, I'm clicking on the column here, so I want to see all stocks where today's bar is green, and then I want to see yesterday's bar was red, the prior to that there was a red bar, and prior to that there was a red bar. So now I haven't got such a strict requirement of there being a green with 9 prior reds. I'm only looking for greens with 3 prior reds. So this will show me, I mean, we'll see the 9 prior reds too. This is the stock that we saw earlier, Shake Shack. And as we go down through this list, we now have more have appeared because the requirements are less stringent, but it also can bring out some very interesting stocks. As we go down through the list, you'll see we're looking for green where the last 3 bars were red, so this qualifies. This qualifies 2 green, and then this is a red, red, red. And as you can see, this is a very easy way to specify what you're looking for, either turnaround stocks or trend continuation. So, for instance, if we're looking for stocks that have been trending up, we might require that the last bar was green, the second to last bar was green, the third to last bar was green, and this fourth to last bar was green too. And now we can look through here and we can find things that have been trending up. And so you guaranteed these are stocks that have been trending up over the last 4 bars. Of course, we don't know what they're going to do now, but it just gives you an indication. So you can develop your trading strategies around this if you're looking for, if you are working with trending strategies. This is a way of finding things that are starting to trend. And if you're looking for reversal strategies, as I said before, then you would do something else and look for where current bar is one color and then the prior X number of bars you can choose would be the other color. So it's a very quick way of sorting through an entire database of stocks and finding things that are of interest. So go ahead and download the latest templates, have a play with it, and enjoy. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.